The next company I'd like to introduce is Cytimmune. Cytimmune uses immune system molecules to create a safer, more effective combination therapies to treat solid tumor cancers. I hope I'm getting this right. The innovative platform delivers a combination of drugs in a unique manner that would not otherwise be possible. Please welcome David Oarr.
That was an impressive introduction. You got the name right, which almost nobody does, so kudos and thank you very much for that. Cytimmune is an oncology company. We have pioneered the use of cytokines, which are an immune system molecule for the treatment of solid tumor cancers. Next slide. The problem with treating solid tumor cancers is threefold. One, the therapies that we treat cancer with are really toxic. That makes it hard to give them in high doses. It makes them nearly impossible to give in combinations, and we know combinations are ultimately the way we're going to start to cure cancers. The other issue is that the tumors themselves are nearly impenetrable. It's very, very difficult to get therapy into the tumor. And so you can't give a lot of therapy without hurting the person, but you can't get a lot of therapy into the tumor either. And then cancers, by their very nature, are highly immunosuppressive. Next slide. So what we've done is we've come up with a single solution to address those three problems. We call it a pan-solid tumor solution because it will work in nearly any solid tumor. And they're cytokine-powered nanoparticles. So we have cytokines that are able to literally crack open tumors so that you can get therapy into them. They also stimulate a massive immune response to kill the cancer, and they work in combinations because they're part of a complex immune system. And then you've got nanoparticles that are able to deliver drugs safely to tumors in very high doses, and you're also able to do cytokines, biologics, small molecules, any therapy you can imagine in combination, all in one package. Next slide. So what we've done is we've taken those two things, the cytokines and the nanoparticles, we put them together, and we made a single therapy. Now, the market for this therapy is huge, right? There's 1 million advanced cancers in the United States every year. There's about a $400 billion market projected in therapeutic revenues by 2027. Next slide. So where are we? It's a very competitive space because cytokines are really exciting. We're tracking over 22 companies in the space. The thing about all these companies, they're all looking at single therapy solutions, so single agents. They're just trying to make them safe. Most of them are early stage, and most of them are untested new technologies. We have all the patents and everything that we need. Not only that, we've done a phase 1 where we were able to give 4 times more than anybody's ever given of a really toxic cytokine, and we gave it safely. We know that we can target tumors both from our preclinical work and from our clinical work, and unlike anybody else, we're designing things optimized and designed from the ground up to do combination therapies, which is how we're going to ultimately cure cancer. Next slide. So it's been a long journey. We've created a layered patent strategy. We've got all the regulatory strategies in place. We've been partnering with the NIST, with the NCI, with the FDA, with the NCL for years. And we've got lots of publications out there. Other people have proven that our stuff works, not just us. We've got a robust pipeline that includes immunotherapies, that includes chemotherapies and precision drugs, all delivered on this platform, and we've already done a phase 1. The NCI likes our technology so much they've offered to fund and run our phase 2 in 3 different orphan cancers. Next slide. So the team that we assembled to put all this together, our CSO, who's the founder of the company, has over 20 plus years developing clinical stage nanomedicines. The team as a whole has over 100 plus years in combined experience working in the biopharma and the pharma industry at both the small level and the big level. Next slide. In terms of biotech, you don't generally get revenue, you exit early. And so the exits for us are either IPOs or sales, hopefully for many tens of billions of dollars. And our first opportunity for that is going to be sometime in the 2024 to 25 timeframe. Within that timeframe, we expect to have our initial phase 2 data starting to come out of the NCI. And by 2026-27, we believe that we're going to have our phase 1 of our second asset, which is going to be a multi-therapy asset, as well as our phase 2 data from the NCI ready to go. Next slide. So right now, at this point, we've actually gotten about $30 million of investments, both from direct investment and sales of equity, as well as from grants and also from in-kind contributions from federal agencies. And we're raising right now $10 million, and that's going to go to cover drug manufacturing for those trials that the NCI is going to do, clinical activities for our next set of drugs, and then partnering activities, because we can take any therapy that any pharmaceutical company has that's too toxic, can't get it into the tumor, and we can get it into the tumor for them. So we think there's a lot of partnering opportunity here as we prove our proof of concept. Next slide. That's it. I'd love to talk more about the table over here. I'll be waiting, and hopefully some people have some questions, and we can chat. All right, thank you.